Welcome to the Jill on Money Show. It's Friday, September 2nd, and I know many of us are heading into this long weekend trying to forget about the real world and your financial life. That's okay. That's cool. Maybe there's something just below the surface kind of bothering you. Why don't you get it out of your life and just send us a question? All you need to do is go to our website, jillonmoney.com, click the Contact Us button, and we get your note. If you're shy, we'll read that on the air. And if you want to come on the air with us, just check the box and we'll get you on the air, or Mark will. Let's go talk to Janet from California.
My question involves a pension from my previous employer. Mm-hmm. I'm 65 years of age, single, retired, and right now the lump sum of the pension plan is about $135,000 and a little change. Mm-hmm. And when I take this, I plan on doing the annuity option rather than the lump sum payout. I found out that I'm not required to do anything till age 70 and a half. And at that point, the monthly payment projection, they have not done.
You're really flummoxing them, because everybody wants their money immediately. So now that you're asking what would happen if I waited, they don't know. You don't have to do anything. They're not saying you must make a choice right now, right?
No, I'm just looking for I was under the assumption that at 65 I had to take it.
But they're just saying you have the opportunity to take it and you can wait if you'd like to.
Well, I could, but the projections on the website only go out to age 65.
Okay.
So I was trying to say, well, okay, I guess I have to take it, but no one's ever, contacted me to say, hey, get your money. And so I did call them. They said, well, you don't have to do anything to 70 and a half. And I says, well, what does that buy me? Mm-hmm. So they did give me a projection. Right now, if I took it at 65 right now, it would be about $800 a month. So we're not talking big amounts here.
Right.
Now, I don't know whether if I go to 70 and a half, is this going to be a linear increase? Does it make sense to hold off? I guess that would be my...
Okay, so here's the question I have for you. So right now, tell me what's going on. What are you living on?
Well, right now I'm primarily living on some rental income, which is only about $20,000 a year, and my portfolio.
How much is in the portfolio currently?
About $1.5 million, and about 1/3 of that is retirement, pre-tax, and the rest is all post-tax.
And so are you drawing down just to live on to supplement your rental income, or are you also...
That's correct.
Okay. And what about Social Security?
Well, I wasn't planning on doing that until 70 and a half or 70, whenever they...
I'm sort of wondering whether it makes sense, just because you have that annuity right now, instead of tapping your portfolio, whether it makes sense to leave the portfolio alone, let that grow, and do the $800 a month now. The annuity, the pension annuity, that is held through a private company. Is that correct?
Well, I don't know who actually handles the business. The employer was a big major utility in California, so I'm assuming it's a healthy pension plan.
Yeah, I mean, that's the part that scares me a tiny bit, because I don't want to necessarily assume that, because so many pension plans are underfunded. In most cases, I usually say, leave the annuity alone, let it grow. But there is a certain amount of risk that, municipalities don't make good, or it gets sold off, or things don't quite go as well. And because, as you say, the money isn't that big of an amount either way, the 800 to 900 or 950, whatever. Yeah. I think what I might do is take that annuity, that's your $800 a month. If you need a little bit more from your portfolio, be sure to take it out of the part of the portfolio that's maybe already been taxed, and see how you do. I think that could be maybe a more efficient way. And also, once you start to annuitize, you're in a much better position in terms of risk that the contract's not going to hold up. The people who are annuitized already. If you haven't annuitized, that's where you might find some risk. So I think I would do that and then see how it goes. And, look, the other piece of this is that right now you're in a low tax bracket. And so we take a little bit of money out. The rental income is not all. Is it all taxable income to you? Probably, yes. So you got...
No, well, luckily I've been or unluckily maybe, been doing some capital improvements to the property. So for the last 2 years, I'm almost flat on that income.
Okay, interesting. So, I mean, you conceivably are in the 12% tax bracket right now.
I'm kind of right on that.
Right.
Tough
Let's say you're so if you could stay in the 12% tax bracket, then it might be worthwhile to wait, because the annuity is going to be partially taxed. I don't know how much you contributed to it, but there's some taxable part of it. And you may want to start paying attention to that. And you may even try to think of it this way, if it makes sense, that maybe you should start thinking about taking some of your retirement assets out, your pre-tax money out, to stay in that 22%, because, in 20 years, your tax bracket could be higher, actually, just because of the world.
Yes, and if the Social Security starts in, and that's going to be about $3,000 a month. So
I think that. So now I'm going to amend myself.
Okay.
All right. So I think that you do the annuity, take the $800 a month. I think that you should, when to supplement, you also may want to take money out of your that 1/3 that's pre-tax, that $500,000 or so that's pre-tax. I might start pulling some of that out, because I know you're forced to, but I might want to just start paying the tax that's due at 22%, because I really don't believe the tax rates, and we've interviewed a lot of experts who think that tax rates will probably go higher in the next 20 years, not lower. And this could be about the rock bottom rate. So why not start to take some of that money out if you need it? If you don't need it, don't take it out. Okay, that's it. That is the Friday before Labor Day. And because it's Friday, we're going to do some business. Our music is composed by Joel Goodman. Mark Talercio is our executive producer and the best one in the world. We are distributed by Cadence 13. All the content that we create lives on our website, jillonmoney.com, so please do check that out. Don't forget to leave us a rating and review on Apple, and try to put your hands metaphorically on someone's back. Great growth, Grace. Thanks for listening. We'll talk to you tomorrow.